Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to the Final Fantasy XII Randomizer. Last time we finished the Tomb of Wraithwall, and now basically everything is unlocked. Well, at least a lot of stuff is unlocked, not everything of course, but at this point the game really opens up. There's a lot we can do now. We can continue the story, we could do something completely different instead of continuing the story. There's a lot of side content we can do. And that is actually what I want to do today, doing some side stuff, yeah. First of all, before I continue here, there are some leftovers from last time. Since we defeated Belias, we should now have access to the second license boards, so that's something very interesting. Let's see, Scavenger, yeah. We got Belias the license, of course, and we have this year, the second board license. Of course, exclusive to the Zodiac Age. Normally, in other versions, you do not have a second board. In base Final Fantasy XII, you only have one board. But in International Zodiac, a job system, you can only choose one board and are basically stuck with it. Yeah, very controversial here. Some people really like the second board. Some people say that's really unauthentic compared to the original. I personally am a big fan of the second license board. It allows you to do a lot of stuff and a lot of combinations that normally would not be possible. Of course, in the base game, that makes you very, very strong, because the base game obviously was never created with the second board in mind, but I'm still a big fan of it, and if you don't want to use it, you can just opt not to use it. That's the best thing about this. Yeah, for my randomizer here, I will definitely use the second board, simply because that gives me access to more licenses, and that sounds exciting, so yeah. If I ever feel the need to ramp up the difficulty, I can always reset the boards. That was added in an update for the Zodiac Age at some point. I can reset the boards and then just decide and stick with one board. Basically, if I ever feel that I'm too strong. But for now, that's okay. Also, Belias here. I wonder who should get Belias. Of course, it depends if Belias somewhere locks something. If he does not lock something, he can just be assigned to whatever. For now, I'm keeping him here. He's not in the way, and I don't need him, to be honest. I do not even recall when the last time was I summoned in this game. And normally, Espers are flashy and stuff, but you don't really need them. And normally, you and your party can do stuff much more effectively. Still, here's the next board. It's still a little bit away. I should probably get that. I really should, I think. Also, haste. We have access to haste. Nice. Yeah, I think that would be my next goal, to reach that board here, the second board. So I'm gonna set sails for that one. Oh, that's also kind of costly. Interesting. 61. That costs less in the base game. And I think it's also usually much closer to the Essentials field. Also, interesting, Essentials costs 51 license points. But obviously we are never gonna unlock this license, because it's always permanently unlocked. And automatically. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna save, yeah. Balthier, where is... Okay, you are pretty close. I need to get this, which is... but, yeah. Okay, Balthier already got his second board. That's very nice. And his second board is what? Question mark? It is the Hermit. Okay, Hermit Balthier, let's go. Still sticking to the recommendations. That's yeah, that's what I will do. Augments and Maces is interesting. What is his Maces and Crossbows? So we have an overlap here. That is kind of sad, but let's see. Toggle board, yeah. Oh, here's something here and there and here and there. Interesting. But yeah, he gets access to a lot of augment licenses. I guess to all augment licenses, which is very good. That is indeed very, very good. There might also be some more interesting... Oh yeah, magic, for example. Magics could be on this board, which is interesting. Okay, also shields, interesting. Dragon mail as well. I think by this point we can actually obtain dragon stuff. Like dragon mail and the dragon shield, legitimately. I think you can get those in the Bahrain passage normally, when you return there. Which is something we can and will do. Also up here. Mental discipline. Magic costs half normal MP. Wow. That's pretty strong. Also quick hit. Wow. Dude, quick hit with... Wow, quick hit with guns. Wow. Wow, that's insane. Just bam, bam, bam. The sharpest of shooters. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna save. I'm definitely gonna save. I at least want to get here this double LP boost. That's something I should get. Because stuff, as you can see, becomes pretty expensive here towards the end. Okay, Fren, up here, okay. That means you also get some guns. Yeah, get the weaker guns first. I think Actors and Speaker are weaker than Ross Algetti, right? I'm actually not sure. Oh, 2 points. Okay, Bush is the fair share array. The tippet would be nice. Here, round shield. And get the tippet. And that's also good. Okay, you also cannot get it right now. Ash, maybe? Where's Ash? Here. Oh, she can already get it. Nice. I think Ash had something interesting. Ash had... Desperado. Katana's guns. Nice. Oh, that's very good, yeah. Oh, that's super cool. Guys, what's more hype? Guns or katanas? I think I would go with the katanas. The katanas, come on. Also some basic magic, which is nice. First aid. Why do I want to waste 4 points for that? Okay, she can also get serious. Everyone gets serious. Easy. Soulbind as well, it's interesting. Yeah, that stuff also. Beetlejuice Antares. Also some spears, interesting. Kotetsu, no. Of course, magic laws are pretty good for katana users. Also some basic swords. Good equipment. Yeah, Ash's board are pretty good from what I've seen so far. Chopper, Black Coal. What should I get? So much options. So many options. This could also be nice. Yeah, come on. Probably from all the stuff I could get the most senses, but never mind. At least I got something. Also Gambit slot, come on. Okay, only Pinello left. Oh, Pinello is far away. Yeah. Oh, she definitely needs a second board because she has no access to equipment or anything like that. So definitely making my heading for that way. Okay, 100. Yeah, 100 more points and she can also get a second board. Nice. Okay, so far so good. Both Thea and Ash have already a second board. The other ones need to wait. But yeah, that's nice and good. Anything else I can equip now? You can use the musk stick. Actually, how about yes? You get the musk stick. You also got that head for you. No one else can equip it, so I guess you can. Raises strength and magic power, yeah. Ah, come on. Chainmail gives you reflect, is also okay. That's also okay. And the sash. We got the dawn shot, did I already mention that? 20 magic resist, huh? Not too bad. But I think that's okay. Also move safety pulse traps, okay, that's good. Anything else Balthier can get? Wizard staff. I think your gun is outdated by now, Balthier. Come on, let's give him the healing rod. I want to try a little bit more fancy stuff here. Heavy coat was already the best we have. Dawn shot is okay. There's a strength at full HP. Yeah, okay. Like, I have the option to equip a lot of my characters with guns, but I really don't want to do that. Also this, it apparently is weaker. Let's try it again. Last time I used it, it was pretty strong. I'm not sure about the damage formula for these measures. I'm not sure what the damage formula for those are. It must be something special because they are by itself special weapons. So I assume that the formula for attack formula, damage formula for the measures is also unique. Also this sound size gives you also a lot of MP, which is nice, yeah. Got the manufactured nethicite, get the dawn shot, come on. Serious on Bush is okay. What is that? Zimmer. Oh, no. Not the Zimmer. I also need to sort my equipment. Also, we've got Stone Shot for you. Helmet is okay. Magic Power Speed, but reduces HP. Nah. Platinum Armor is, of course, better, but nope. You can get this. Manufactured Nethicite. You get the pointy head. Nice. And you also get a gun. Good, and onion shot. Good. Yeah, nice. Oh yeah, you also have the staff. Oh. But now, oh, Penelo, yeah, Penelo still doesn't have anything. Oh, you can equip this. Sure, why not? Then Fran gets something else. Then I guess you, friends, stick with the Lohan Green. You cannot equip shields, that's a bummer. Yeah, that's good. No helmet for you, no armor for you. But we can give you an accessory. Do I want the immunities or do I want the effect? I think I want the immunities for her. She's so frail, basically. Defense 1, magic resist 1. Wow. But yeah, we finally basically, or at least most of our characters now have like a full set of equipment, which is nice. Good. Is there anything Gambit related I want to do? I think this is useless. Save Berserk is something you can do at times, I guess. Protector, blah blah blah. Berserk, yeah. Sheer, infuse. Yeah, doesn't change here. Linka, Sleepka. Those are such special cases. I do not to set up gambits for those. Basuna. He can also get Race one at some point. Is there something Bush can do? Sleepka. There seem to be a couple of spells which, like, basically each character has, like Sleepka, or at least a lot of characters have Sleepka. Cure Protectga, Slow. Nah, I think that's fine. Yeah, I think that's fine, okay. Oh, yeah, I forgot about Penelo. Sorry, Penelo. I think you can also do Basuna. Sure. Why not? Anything else you do not have? Yeah. Yeah, that's another drawback of Penelo here. She does not have a lot of abilities. So her utility is actually kind of low. At least she can heal, that's a very valuable asset for her. But anything else, not so much. Yeah, okay. That already took a bunch of time, but that's also important. Now I want to go to the Estersend, I think. And I want... No, actually, wait a second. I want to do something else first. I want to go back to Bujerba. Because we still have Hunt there. We still have the Rocktoise. And defeating the Rocktoise now should, I guess, also unlock some new hunts. There are hunts, a few hunts I'm missing. The White Moose, for example. And the Merilith. Those are two hunts that I usually have unlocked by this point. Flights to Bujerba. Also, Lasercraft. Yeah, I'm gonna fly actually on the airship. We can skip that. Here on the airship is also a shop. That's what makes it interesting. Also, it's the first time we are flying here. And maybe we are also able to initiate the side quest here. That's something we could maybe also do. Nope. Isn't there something special here? Gissel greens, Okay, let's see if the sighting rod is here. I wonder. I don't even know where it is. I think over here, right? Seitengrad? Nope. So there's a chance that an invisible chest spawns here, and that chest contains the Seitengrad. The chance for that is extremely low, but there's RNG manip you can do. I think there are also multiple variants which allow you to like manipulate the RNG so that you always get the Seitengrad there. I remember last time I saw that there's something with like watching one of the persons walking from left to right, and you count that 40 times and then you move the exact pathway out of the zone and then you can get it. Yeah, this is something I want to initiate. This is something we can also complete later, much later, once we have access to all airlines, basically. Because this requires us to talk to each of the chief stewardesses in each of the aircrafts. And once we've done that, we can get a reward. We get Ant's letter. And now we have to talk to all of her sisters, who also happen to be chief stewardesses. It's basically like Joy from Pokemon. I need to talk to you. Yes, please. But yeah, kicking things off with the Rocktoise. I almost forgot about the Rocktoise. I just had that spontaneous idea. A spontaneous flash of mind. Yeah, it's so funny that I need to use the airships for that. Luckily those exist, otherwise I would not have a way to get back to the Bujerba at the moment. Yeah, Luso mines should not be dangerous at this stage. We can just speed through it. Also, there might also be some people I can find. Yeah, we can get this now. The Bujerban Matu side quest is now unlocked. This must be something randomized too, I guess. Take it? No, it's actually it's still the same. Damn it. But yeah, now we can officially do the Bujerban Matu side quest. Does anyone want a drink or two? No? You? No, I don't think so. I don't want to search for the Matu guys now. There's now an ultimate reward for that. So, have I even accepted the quest here? Hunt accepted, yeah, okay. Okay, good. Which means we only need to seek the hunt out, the monster. The bad thing is it's right at the end of Lose Your Mind, so that can be a little bit annoying. Also both here maybe lead because you have KO attack. I wonder how high the chance for KO on the healing rod is. I also like that it is basically the exact opposite. Nice. I also like that it is apparently the exact opposite of the healing rod. I cannot really tell if it is damage because of KO or damage because or death because of like the HP depletion. Those guys obviously are immune to KO because they are undead. Luckily it's not like Final Fantasy VI where undead enemies get revived when you proc KO. Also, never mind, KO was working. I could tell because there wasn't a damage number. If the enemy dies and there wasn't a damage number, then KO worked. Also, so far, the chance for KO on the healing rod seems to be quite high. And someone healed. I guess that was Van. Element none. Or maybe the skeletons are absorbing earth, I guess. There's a trap here. Wait a second. Van is trap-proof because of his accessory. There's actually no point in opening that gate. It's just a nice little shortcut. Not even a shortcut, really. Here. Like, it's very weird why that's a thing. But you can do it. You can do it. And Guildbug trap again. Yeah, I'm speeding up now. No point in wasting time. We've got a lot of other stuff to do anyways. Still, of course, taking the enemies because of LP. Not just fleeing through here, that would be a little bit lame. Oh, Van is berserked. Actually, that must not work to my detriment. Potion. I also got some HP back because of the treasure. But yeah, we are now in the area with Rocktoise. It's actually where we found Bagemnin the first time around. Okay, nothing here. Yeah, one huge annoyance about the Rocktoise is that those skeletons like to intrude during the fight. And that can be very annoying. And there he is. I think I'm just gonna go for it. Normally I would work with Mobilize and guns and stuff, and magic. But this time around I don't have Immobilize, so I need to have a fair fight here. Also, maybe I cannot switch out. Never mind, I wanted to switch in a healer. I wonder if KO can work on those kinds of enemies. Normally they should not work, of course. But I'm not sure about the status resistances in this. Also, I think both here is gonna die. Unless I can manage to escape. Never mind. I was killed by a moat, come on. It looks pretty stylish when one does those combos. Nice. Okay, now I have my 2 gun party members, so we've got this one in the back. Now stone stomp. Immune, nice. Let's see, what is that? It is earth or water. I guess it's earth. Why is Ash not healing? Nice, thank you. She was too far away, wow. That also doesn't happen very often. Nice, got him. Ash with the gun is also something which does not quite fit. But hey, whatever works, right? Okay, that was the Rocktoise, pretty unspectacular. I could have attempted that hunt earlier, but then I think at that point I would have been too weak. Well, what's done is done. Okay, now I need to get out of here. Yeah, Berserk again. Yeah, that was a nice detour in Tuerubu. And I get the feeling in general, right now I'm quite strong. There's not really much what the enemies can do at this stage against me. I have very strong weapons and good armor, and they do not deal damage. Of course, in this area, even less damage they dish out because they are low-level enemies. But I think even going forward, I'm well prepared for what's to come. Did I already fight the rare game here? I'm just gonna assume I did. I could check the bestiary, but why would I? Nice, Ether. I'm still getting my fair share of level ups. I also get the feeling that in general my overall level is not very high. Like, I never really pay attention to what my level is. Usually I, like, work based on how strong I feel. And I work with what I have. And, like, level ups are never, like, a consideration for me. Like a level. I mean, in general, the level itself is only one variable among many others, so yeah, level up, like the level itself is never for me like that definitive of a measurement when it comes to strength. Like having good weapons, having good armor, the licenses, and all of that is probably even more contributing than just the bare level towards the overall party strength, at least in my opinion. Like, especially in Final Fantasy games, leading back to what I said in one of the earlier episodes, with Final Fantasy games are basically all about the knowledge. Having knowledge and knowing what you can do with your stuff that you currently have at hand, knowing what to do with all of that makes a huge difference compared to not having a clue what certain things do. And yeah, especially in Final Fantasy, that's always like a big source of getting like better at the game and being very strong. Yeah, you are the petitioner. Can I please talk to you? Thank you. Oh, it's tiny. That happens later too with the carrot hunt. We got Wizard's Robes. Rubber Suit is interesting. But yeah, Wizard's Robes we already got. Can someone equip a Rubber Suit? Both here can potentially... Rubber Suit is super strong, wow. Okay, that's something for much later. Thank you, my Moogle dude. Thank you very much for that very good piece of equipment. Also, Yeah. Techniques, okay. You can also get his diary back. That also awards a small reward. There are actually multiple ways this side quest can end. You get the chance to read his diary, or you simply do not read the diary. And depending on what you do, you get a different reward at the end. It was over here, right? Was it just lying around here? Yeah. Pilika's diary, abstain. I'm not gonna read it. I'm not actually sure. I think when you read it, you actually get the better reward. Wait a second. I think reading. Wait a second. I think reading. That choice there does not matter, but the choice that's coming up matters. You can either tell him that you did read it, or you can say I've done nothing. Yeah. And I think depending on what you choose here, it is actually different what you get. Randomizer, I don't know what I get, so I've done nothing. I got 2 large feathers and vanishes, okay. I'm not sure whether or not I've already got vanish, but now I got it, definitely. Vanish is okay, not the best spell, absolutely not. Okay, now I need to fly back. And this time I am taking a private cabin. Although the inventory, what the airship shop has varies depending on airline. Depending on airline, you get different rewards. Not rewards. You get different. You get the chance to buy different stuff at the shop. Help. Good. Now we've also unlocked new hunts, I think. And some pretty strong ones at that. Could be very interesting to do those at this point. Oh yes, yeah, you can already see because my clan rank should also have been raised. But yeah, because I defeated Rocktoise, we've unlocked new stuff here. Yeah, White Moose I was missing. White Moose could be strong at this point. Like he usually is, but I think he is here at the moment too. Ringworm, also always an interesting candidate. Ringworm, yeah. Like he's definitely, it says he is level 3, rank 3, but I would definitely rank him higher. Like the ranks in general are nothing to go by. Like they do not really tell you whether the enemy is particularly strong or not. Nice hair. Okay, okay, that also means I need to go back to Mont Blanc. Mont Blanc also has new stuff, I think. Let's see. Okay, what do we get here? We also get a reward here because of our clan rank rose. We get more brigandines and Nishijin belts. Guild Snapper, yeah, that one is missing. I like that Mont Blanc's elite marks are usually like special enemies that are either like special forms of like very specific enemies in this game that you really recognize, like the Clucker trees, for example. Or they are usually also very iconic Final Fantasy enemies, like the Guild Snapper, which people may or may not know from Final Fantasy V. Okay, she has 3 answers this time. I think this time you need to answer something different. Or do you need to be... It will never happen. It will never happen. Okay. Also, the shop here should have something new. Gauntlets, we've already saw that. Viral Scar is interesting. It's also very costly. They have a lot of ways to inflict disease in this randomizer. It's super costly because it also costs 83 MP. Holy. Yeah, okay. Okay, now I want to do what I wanted to do in the first place, and that's going to the Easter Sand and do the Dalmascan Patient side quest. That will grant us access to the Barheim passage again. Also, no, I'm not talking to anyone else yet. There's no point in talking to the Ringworm or... Am I not healed? Wait a second, why am I not healed? I never touched the save crystal because I don't teleport in this. Ha! Since when is he moving? Heh! Since when is he moving? Ooh, interesting. Okay. I thought they just stand by their taxi stand. I wonder, can I take on the Wald Saurian? Wild Saurian, I guess I try it. Oh, cannibalize. No, now he's stronger. Come on. This will work. Okay, we are dealing a good amount of damage. Block immune, nice. Okay, we are safe here. Oil as well. Ouch. Okay, he hits like a truck. Ouch, yeah. Both here. Nice, got him. Oh, good experience points and more gambits, nice. Dude, I don't want to get gambits. It would be nice if the randomizer offered you an option to disable, like, getting gambits from enemy drops, but I don't think that's an option. There are also still 2 rare game monsters I can get here. That I've missed out on last time. Who knows, maybe I can get the neckbed to spawn. But the neckbed is not showing itself. Also cockatrice here? There. But nope, no neckbed. Maybe now. Dude, where are you? Neckbed is not gonna spawn. I will recognize him when I see a cockatrice that has a status effect. Ooh, Argyle armlet, nice. Nope. No one's here. Oh? Cockatrice, no. Maybe up here again. But... nope, nope, okay. Again, don't want to waste too much time here. There he is, nice. Okay, he got all kinds of stuff. He got Bravery, Faith, and Protect. Yeah, there's a 20% chance that he spawns after you defeat a cockatrice in this area. Also, he seems to have a good HP pool. Damage output is very low, though. sleep is annoying. Thanks for waking him up. And that's the neck bed. Nothing spectacular, as always. Of course, the guy here again. I guess I'm gonna wait for him. You know the drill. Aha, there he is, okay. Time for my revenge. Okay, this time we should be able to get him, the Greedon. Let's see. Okay, that was some kind of revenge. Yeah, KO. Nice. Oh, that was so unspectacular. Sorry. In any case, let's move on to the Dalmascan Patient side quest, which we should be able to do now. Do you have any cards? No. No, we've got everything. But yeah, to start the Dalmascan Patient side quest, we need to talk to the villager here. No, actually not. We need to talk to this guy first. No, what do we have to do here again? Did I do something wrong? No, cannot be. I need to talk to Dendro's wife, right? Did I get something wrong here? Did I never... Wait a second, did I never... Wait, now here. Random primer, did I never... I did complete it, yeah. Why am I not able to... Do I need to talk to Dendro right now? I think I need to go back. I forgot that you also have to do the entire stuff here with the cactoids, whatever, on the other side of the river. Ha. Well, yeah, this side quest is always a little bit of going back and forth and back. Always kind of annoying. But hey, we will manage. Some extra LP for us. View it that way. Yaya stick. Also extra good Yaya sticks I can sell. Also, I'm gonna assume Yaya sticks are also important for side quest, given that we are also only getting, basically, quest items so far. Okay. I hope I didn't get it wrong, because if I did get it wrong, then shame on me. But I think now it should work. I hope so. Oh, they kill enemies left and right, okay. Good, okay, that's what I wanted to hear. Yeah, okay, we get stuff already. We get Enchanter's Habits and Bombshells, okay. Can I now do this? No. Okay, I think I need to leave it once more and go back. At least we delivered the flower cactoid flower now. Yeah, okay, that looks good, okay. Then I guess I just forgot to talk to Dantro. And now we can do all of this. I really do think the music right now is very fitting, I don't know. Works pretty well for the nomad camp here. Let's go. That will also award us some potentially interesting stuff. This is also a great example of how enshrined all the like side activities in this game are. Like we first had to do the flower cactoid hunt, and I think in order to unlock that one you also need to do some other hunts before that, and then it also leads to the Damascus patient side quest. Like that's good stuff. And then in the end it's also like somehow connected to the fishing minigame. That's good, I like that. I'm really liking that, how interconnected everything here is. Also big entrance here. Yeah, the story here is basically they get the village men are held hostage by the cactites here. Like it's very weird because, well, they are cactites. And they are like really angry because like I guess it's the queen. The queen's child is missing. And guess what? The child that the queen is missing turns out to be the flowering cactoid that we just killed. So we have a small problem here. Luckily, if we talk to Dantro's wife again, she will tell us that she threw the flower into the backyard, and we can examine that now. And voila, another flower cactoid. That's actually kind of funny. Basically we killed the child and now we are giving a new child to the mother. It actually is just like that. They even pointed that out. But then say, huh, they did not recognize it, so whatever. Like, that's actually the side quest. Like, yeah, normally you also get, like, ammunition as a reward here. The fire shot or whatever it's called. Napalm? Is it called napalm shot? I think that's what you normally get here. You definitely get, like, fire ammunition. I'm not sure what it's called, though. It's kind of funny that this game does not have cactuars, but the cactoids are basically the same and have like their own like quirk that makes it like feel as if they are the cactuars. Like it's kind of funny actually. We get Tyrant Boys and Leamont Halcyons and 1000 gil. Okay, that's worse I would say than usual. Good. Cartographer's Guild? No. Oh yeah, was foreign highways. Nice. Was foreign highways, an area we should theoretically only enter later. Also, we have access to the north half of the West Ascent now. But I don't want to go there just yet. We will end up there sooner or later, but not now. For now I want to go back to the south side of the river. And do the side quest I wanted to do the entire time. I'm still pretty sure we've got everything we need for this side quest, so let's see. Okay, first off we need the Semclem shells. I could already talk to her. I think I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna pick up the actual Semclem shells first, because I'm not sure if they despawn if you deliver like other ones to her, so let's see. I'm also gonna assume here that all those are unique items. No, it's actually, okay, it's just the same, never mind. That's kind of confusing me, because the items in the like very first Estersend Nomad camp here were all random, so I'm kind of confused why those are not random. But hey, if it's only Semclem shells, then we can do this very quickly, because we have everything. You can just say, here take, here take, here take, and we're done. We should also have enough quantities of all of those items. Yep, okay, we need to go back to Dantro. Of course we need to go back to Dantro. This is always what's annoying about this side quest. It is important though, because you get access again to the Barheim passage. That was also mind-blowing back in the day when I discovered that you could go back there. I always thought it would be a one-time affair that you go to Barheim, but then actually it turns out to be a returnable area, which I found very nice. And also the new areas you unlock there are pretty cool. I would even say that those areas are what the Barheim Tunnels actually makes one of my favorite places in the entire game. And this game has a lot of cool places, I think. Like basically every area is super unique and I like them. Like there's actually not a single area I really don't like. Like even if there are some like overlaps, like you have the Golmor jungle and the Salika Wood, for example. We already have Neprolim, why am I doing this? But yeah, even if there are some overlap areas like Salika, Golmor, Hen, or Lusu, for example, it's still, those areas all feel very distinct and unique. Also, I'm not finding the Neprolim here. Maybe it's not here because I already have it. Tugel, nice. Yeah. Crates, please. There's no exclamation mark. Am I blind? Could I be blind? I wonder. Ah, there we go. Okay, nice. Here we got Neprolim, we got, I don't know, 20 files of Neprolim or whatever that is. Okay, now we need to return. And then we need to run one more errand. That would normally take us to the north side of the Estersend, but we don't have to do that. We should have everything. I think those are the Yaya sticks. I think the last ingredients the like caretaker needs is actually the Yaya sticks. I also find it very funny that I absolutely cannot and absolutely will never be able to like remind or keep those or know the names of the actual stuff you need to get. Like I did not know the Great Serpent Skin, I did not know Neprolim and stuff. Like for me it's usually the way I always think, I know exactly where to get it, but for me it's just get 3 things over on the other side, for example, or get 3 things at the beach here, or get 1 thing from the camp where Dundro is, and so on. Like that's, and I never really pay attention to the names of things. Like that's not how it quite works. I do recall a lot of the German names, like the Great Serpent Skin being the Snake Egg, the Schlangenei. But like other than that, I was never able to like really take in the English names or so. Like, but usually when I hear it, I know what to do. Also, can we just skip that? Is it Veil Blossom Dew? Is it something else? Is it not the Yaya sticks? Let's see, maybe I need to zone. Nope, okay, we need to go to the other side, okay. Well, that's good, because I need to go to the Mosforan High Waste anyways. I don't need to go there, but there's another little side quest we can do. First of all, I need to go back to Nalbina. So I'm activating the speedboat here. And yeah, Nalbina is something we can do. That will also later give us one item. Hello? Pick it up. Oh, foul targeting friend is new, I think. I'm not sure whether or not I've already got the ally friend gambit. Might be that I do not have it now. Okay, the stuff that I need to do here is I think I need to talk to her first. Then I need to talk to the guards here, or walk near them, because that triggers a small cutscene here. They are talking about the events that transpired with the Leviathan and yada yada yada. And one of the guys here is afraid of chocobos. Actually, he's not afraid of chocobos, but he has like a trauma. Because he used to work, before he was becoming a soldier, he worked at like a chocobo farm. The chocobo farm of his parents, and like now he cannot stand chocobos anymore. What we need to do is buy ourselves a chocobo here. Actually, not buy, rent. We need to rent a chocobo for 800 gil, which is super expensive. Oh, pretty quiet chocobo rendition. I think that's Final Fantasy 15. Is it? I think it is. But yeah, and now we walk near with the chocobo, and this guy absolutely freaks out. Which will then give us access to the Mosforan High Waste. Like, this is not necessary, this just gives you early access to the Mosforan High Waste. You can get there and will get there later. After we finished with the basically next batch of the story, that would be our next location. But we can go here early and see what we can do here. Mosforan High Waste. I'm gonna run through here. Enemies here should be fairly tough, because as I just said, this is intended to be an area where you go after the next couple of story events. So this is not really the place we should be. Still, it's always nice to be here. I'm gonna run through here and make it to the settlement here. Also same music, oh. Same stuff as with the Esther Scent. But hey, the music is also nice, so yeah. Okay, first of all, we have a shop here. With very low level stuff. I think his inventory becomes updated later on. This guy in the original version was pretty significant, because I think you could buy gold amulets from him, so you absolutely wanted to go here once you were able to, after Tomb of Wraithwall. You also get the Mosforan Crystal, and save. But yeah, most importantly, we get access to the or we get another access to the upper portion of the Ash Ascent, which is exactly what I want to do now. So yeah, let's go there. Also chest, wait a second. 14 good, nice. Yeah, okay, let's take a small teasing look at the high waist. I wonder how well we are able to handle the enemies here. Worgen is already red, so let's see. Yeah, guys are strong, but both here just blocks, okay. And Ash parries, okay. Doesn't seem too bad actually so far. Nice. KO is also doing a great job here. Ouch. Never mind. I think Ash does not always heal because she's out of range. Yeah, okay, I get it. The enemies are pretty strong here. Also, rain is a rare occurrence here. Let me quickly turn back and heal. Okay. Oh, chest again. 12 good. Okay. But yeah, we actually managed to take on the enemies here. There are some complications, of course, but in general, we could stand our ground here. But this Berserk guy is annoying. He's running away, thank you. Oh, bio mode is interesting. There are a couple of chests here we could potentially get, and I think there are also a bunch of good actual things here. Why is my inventory not sorted? Yeah. A KO is so annoying. Don't mess around with those guys, please. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, yeah, we could fight enemies there, but we don't have to. Okay, we will find some of them anyways, exactly here. Sure, Van. Van is gonna lead. But normally you would also be able to get a lot of good Bazaar goods at this point, because you have so many enemies you have access to, and which all drop all kinds of loot, and you can steal stuff and so on and so forth. And it basically allows you to get your hands on a lot of stuff, some pretty powerful stuff at that. Also, this is usually the Berserker Bracer, which yeah, of course. I keep forgetting that I did not randomize the. Oh, that I did not. I did not. Oh, come on! I did not activate Treasure Randomizer. Okay. Also, we've got other stuff here. This is okay. This is interesting. This is something for Ash. And Ash cannot even get it. Ah. Yeah, improved chance of scoring multiple hits is very good. And Berserker Bracers. Immune against Confuse, Disable and X Zone. Weak against Holy and Shadow. Super interesting. And reverses the effects of restorative items. Wow. That's a lot of stuff. Sadly, it does not give me Berserk, so they do not really live up to the name, but they surely will have some uses. I like it. So I do not need to mess around with all the enemies here. Remedy is nice. If I were able to pick up some interesting stuff here, I would. All enemies here are passive, except this guy over there. This guy should also be stronger than the other one. Maybe both here can help out. Let's see. Yeah, that guy is much stronger. Yes, nice, worked. Wow, the KO effect is so good. We also get a snowfly. I'm mistaking that for the firefly. Never mind. Snowfly should not be anything of value. It's just a common loot, I think. Actually, maybe not a common loot, but it is a loot. Also, those Worgen seem to be weaker than the other ones. Oh no, it's just both here having better armor. Also, the girls are just healing here. Maybe I should also check out Penelo, what Penelo can do with the Sextant. Also, I may not forget that I'm here to get this stuff. The Veil Blossom Dew. Nice. Oh, the KO effect is so good. I should raise the threshold for healing, I guess. Also, Penelo, show me. 1000. Why does it deal 1000 damage? What the heck? Penelo, please. No, I cannot let you do that. Keep Mithril Blade. Sorry, Penelo. But that's way too strong. There must really be something going on with the damage formula there. Maybe it's strange because I'm using the measure against an enemy instead of a party member, so maybe it works differently then? Like, I have no clue about measures. That's a better thing, actually. Because you never use them. Measures are so uninteresting. But here they suddenly are very interesting. Like, that's what I like about randomizers. You get to use, or at least you have the potential to use some stuff that you normally never would even consider to use, so it's nice that measures here seem to be much, much better. Oh, Screech could hurt. Ah, not too much. Also, seeing the Petrify status again, there are some false things, some false things I said about the Petrify status. It is true that when the timer counts down, your defense gets progressively stronger, but your action speed does not decrease, but rather your movement speed actually. So if I were to... If Balthier, for example, here would be petrified right now, he would continuously move slower as the timer ticks down. And then, of course, at the end he is stoned and cannot move at all anymore. Wait a second, what was that? Potion. And another effect of Petrify is, not only does your defense get higher the lower the countdown is, you also deal less damage. Like, your physical damage also gets reduced. I cannot see the reason because of that, but why that, but okay. Also, I got 3 Veil Blossom dudes. I can never recall how many you need here. It shouldn't matter because in the end the reward again is randomized, of course, but still, if I'm able to get the best reward, quote unquote, then I think I should do that. But I think 3 is the right amount. Oh no, over there, wait a second. It's always those flowers and... No. Maybe over here? Nope. Here maybe? No. Okay, then I guess 3 is enough. Will probably be the case. There's also without rock one more that I need to find here. That's a shortcut for this. Already got that one. Or is there another without rock? Actually, I don't think so. Maybe I thought about that one that I already activated. Where do those wolves suddenly come from? I got a horn. I finally a common dude that I can sell. Wow. Thank you. Why is that guy attacking? Hello? Dive talent? Okay. Why was that guy suddenly attacking? Oh, maybe... I have an idea, because... because you know what bounced off and did target the... And then did target the dive talent. Like, Kira bounced off one and the dive talent was healed, but apparently the dive talent doesn't die being healed, so he attacked me instead of thanking me that I'm here to preserve the dive talent wildlife, but you never get the respect you deserve or so. Something like that. Morgil. Okay, I think I've spent more than enough time here. There's not another rock here. Yeah, that was the rock I was thinking about. Okay. Okay, let's try to get back to the northern camp here. Even though there should not really be a reason for that. I cannot go back anyways because the ship is not there. I cannot go back to the south bank. So why should I do that? No, let's not do that. Let's head straight back. We need to go all the way around, but whatever we need to do to complete that side quest. I guess the dino's not back. KO weapons are so good. Yeah, and apparently on the healing rod it also seems to be a pretty high chance. Like, I would say 20% maybe so far. Just based on feeding. Also the dino's not back, nice. Now I quickly need to go back through the high waste here. Why is it always raining here? Okay, don't care. Have fun casting Asuna. Ouch. Ooh. Luckily that only hit both here and not all party members. Last time it banished all. Wait a second, maybe they have... Reflect? No, you don't have anything that prevents X-Zone, right? No, okay. Okay, goodbye. Nice, both here is so good with the eating rod, dude. There's something. Okay, goodbye. Wow, that was close. Please not another one. Okay. Apparently the trap has a radius. And luckily one was not in that radius. I think this can be something special. No, just skill. I was thinking about like a piece of equipment or so. Dude. Okay, I want to get out of here. Nice block. One is pretty stylish with the stick. Oh no. Okay, goodbye.